There is a word for the light that exists between day and night. Twilight. Not dark enough to be night, not bright enough to be day. Just in between. And here is something most people never stop long enough to notice. Twilight is one of the most beautiful things that exists in nature. Not despite being in between, because of it. You are in a twilight right now. Something has ended. Something has not yet begun. And you are standing in that strange, tender light, not knowing which way to look. This video is for that exact moment. Stay with me. Here is something that will change the way you see what you are going through. Inside a chrysalis, the caterpillar does not simply grow wings. It dissolves completely. Scientists who have opened a chrysalis mid-transformation have found not a caterpillar with wings forming, but a liquid, a biological soup. The creature has let go of every structure it had. It has become, for a time, completely undefined. And this is the part nobody tells you about change. Before you become what you are becoming, there is a period where you are neither. You are not who you were. You are not yet who you will be. You are in the soup. And the soup feels terrifying. It feels like loss. It feels like failure. It feels like something has gone deeply wrong. But inside every chrysalis in every forest on this earth, the soup is not the end of the story. It is the story. Your dissolution is not your destruction. It is your transformation, doing exactly what it is supposed to do. When the tide goes out, it leaves behind something extraordinary. Tidal pools. These small pockets of water stranded between the ocean that was and the ocean that is returning become some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. More life per square meter than almost anywhere in the sea. Not despite being abandoned by the tide, because of it. The exposure, the stillness, the strange in-between state of being neither fully ocean nor fully land creates the exact conditions for life to flourish in ways it never could mid-current. This is your tidal pool season. You have been left by one tide. The next has not yet come in. And I know that exposed feeling, that stillness that feels more like being stranded than being free. But look at what grows in the in-between. Look at what becomes possible when the current stops pulling you somewhere, and you finally have the stillness to simply be. Have you ever noticed the silence just before it rains? The birds go still. The leaves turn their faces upward. The air changes in a way you can feel but not explain. Everything pauses, as if the world itself is holding its breath, knowing that something is coming, and choosing, for just a moment, to be completely present in the not yet. That pause before the rain, that is not emptiness. That is anticipation with nowhere to go but inward. You are in that pause right now. You can feel that something is coming. You cannot name it yet. You cannot force it to arrive faster. And the frantic searching, the desperate planning, the relentless need to know what happens next, that is you trying to make it rain before the clouds are ready. The rain knows when to fall. You built these clouds. Every hard thing you have carried, every version of yourself you have outgrown, every door that closed before you were ready, they did not disappear. They became water. And soon, the sky will open. So, here is what I want to give you today. Not answers, not a plan, not a roadmap out of the uncertainty. Permission. Permission to not have it figured out right now. Permission to feel the friction of this season without labeling it as failure. Permission to sit in your twilight, your chrysalis, your tidal pool, your moment before rain, and not force it to resolve before it is ready. The most uncomfortable thing about transitions is not the uncertainty itself. It's the story we tell ourselves about what the uncertainty means. That we are behind, that we are broken, that everyone else has crossed to the other side already, and we are the only ones still standing in the middle. But the middle is not a waiting room. It's a room of its own, with its own light, its own silence, its own particular kind of beauty that you can only see if you stop trying to leave it long enough to actually be in it. Twilight does not last forever. The chrysalis opens. The tide returns. The rain falls. The clouds clear. And you will cross to the other side of this. Not by fighting your way through, not by figuring it all out, not by being braver or stronger or more certain than you feel right now, but by doing the one thing nature has always known how to do: trusting the in-between, honoring the process that is invisible, sitting in the silence between your chapters without demanding that the next page write itself before it is ready. You are not lost. You are between. And between is one of the bravest places a person can stand. Take a breath. Let the dust settle at its own pace. You are not behind the story of your life. You are exactly in the middle of the most important part of it, and you are more alive than you know. This is Alex, the Quiet Companion. Share, like, and subscribe for more videos like these. See you in the next one.